you appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then, would you like... May the golden orb...
Always good to see you safe. So, what do you need? Maybe I should tell you. Lately, I feel I'm on the precipice of falling into a deep, fathomless slumber. And I have an inkling it could spell trouble for you somehow. So I just wanted to get the apology out of the way beforehand, since you're so scary and all.
I am pleased to see you again. Would you like me to hold you once more? Now, come closer. You are so very warm. My dear, might I ask something of you? Could you please find the owner of this dagger and return it to them? A certain person gave it to me as a gift. It's a very precious thing. It must have a special place in the owner's heart. So I would like for the original owner to have it back. If you wouldn't mind. I'd like you to find the owner of the dagger I gave you and return it to them. It's a very precious thing. It must have a special place in the owner's heart. Then good day to you, my dear.
Did you need something else? Did you need something? Well, what have we here? How did you get your hands on that dagger? Well, that hardly matters. I know very well whose dagger it is. Why don't I return it to them for you? Good work bringing this to me.
In this ash, I can smell the ancient storm. It reminds me of my first hawk. In this ash, I can smell. It reminds me of my first hawk.
Journey to the capital, Leyndell, to the east of the Altus Plateau, at the foot of the Erd Tree. The Two Fingers will deny your passage no longer. You may be our best hope. Find your way to the Elden Ring. Is that potion what I think it is? Bloody Celibus. I suppose he's up to something again. Oh, I won't interfere. You go ahead and do what you must. The Round Table has no code to speak of. But I ask you this. Are you really going to do the bidding of that twisted dolly botherer? Or would you rather hand that potion to me and see if we can't get one over on the bastard? I'll dispose of the potion myself. You go and see Celavis, but don't give anything away. Just tell him that you tricked your mark into drinking the potion, as planned. Despite knowing next to bloody nothing, he's so far up his own arse he won't suspect a thing. His inevitable display of arrogance will certainly be a sight to behold. Journey to the cap, the two think you may be.
Greetings. Are you here for spirit tuning?
Well, I took you've no man to lay out your arm.
Ah, so you made Nepheli drink the potion. Well done. You are a touch more useful than I had thought. Very well. Then you shall have your gift. Knowledge of the sorcerous arts under the tutelage of the great preceptor Celavis. I doubt much of it will lay within the grasp of a mere tarnished, but if you put your mind to it, perhaps you won't embarrass Our Lady. You wish to begin right this moment? Well, your impatience, though boorish, is understandable. Let's have at it. So, you had Nepheli drink the potion? Truly? Then perhaps something was amiss with it. It's concocted from the finest ingredients, but perhaps I should review the recipe. I may have expected too much of her to begin with. Begging for another lesson so soon? There remains much to be done. Make it quick. You break into a man's private chambers, rooting about as you please. Your oafishness knows no bounds. Fine and well. You tricked Nepheli and had her drink the potion. I believe that makes you my accomplice. You yearn for a puppet of your own, hmm? Well, normally one of your stature would never be allowed. But perhaps I can make a very special exception. Now, choose. Begging for another lesson, so there remains much to be done. Make it quick.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson?
It will do no good, I swear it. And yet you persist. You frothing degenerates!
Welcome to Patch's Emporium. Oh yeah, great story, isn't it? I'll tell you as many times as you like. There's a surviving Iron Virgin at the bottom of the big water wheel in the Academy of Rhea Lucaria. And I heard if you let yourself get caught in it, it'll chuck you out straight at the base of the Erd Tree.
Cheers for that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so yeah, some pretty interesting stuff. So I don't know. Obviously, Celavis is doing something maniacal or weird. It's kind of like because Sorcerer Selin has 3 bodies, it seems, because there's the one that you actually talk to, and you got this one over here. I don't know if that's her real body, and then you got the one that's underneath the in Celavis's quarters or whatever. But so we gave the potion to Gideon, so Nefeli Lu is safe. Talked to Roger. He's talking about he might be going into a deep sleep, and that might cause some trouble for us. So we're gonna have to see about that. And then Fia gave us that dagger that we gave to D, the hunter. I'm just trying to think what. Oh yeah, I need to go back to the castle, don't I? Because I forgot to do this. I forgot about that. Patches mentions that Iron Maiden or whatever that's underneath the actual academy itself. It's supposed to take you, shoot you out, teleport you, and shoot you out at the bottom of the Erd tree. Apparently, according to Patches. I'm gonna go see about that. So kind of interesting because that dialogue, I didn't find on my my first character, my first playthrough, I didn't find his Celavis's hidden cellar until like way later into the game, and after certain events. So I actually hadn't found it and been able to talk to Celavis and, like, you know, question him about it, so that was kind of interesting. Kind of curious about what happens. How big of a difference it makes when you actually give Nefeli the potion. Oh, shoot. Whoa. Well, got lucky for a moment there, and then nope. Fell down anyway. Mission kind of did more side stuff. Well, not necessarily. I just, because I thought I knew where his hidden cellar would be my first playthrough. but then I just kind of didn't find it. Or I might have... I think what happened was I went back to the merchant that sells this this note about the secret cellar. So I didn't have the note until after I went through and did like a lot of the stuff, a lot of the quest. And then I also wasn't able to find the cellar, the hidden entrance. I think I pretty much had to look up how to get to it, I think, actually. I think that's what happened. Let me go get my runes back. There we go. Yeah, this is how you get like down beneath the academy. I think you could jump over to this platform right here. I don't think there's really... Oh, there's some Trina's lily. Crafting material, but other than that, not really. Oh! That looked like a passage right there, but no, it was not. Interesting, the game is laid out like this, like there's so much, yeah. I feel like there might have been some... Yeah, like probably right there. Oh, I could probably have actually gone on to that. I don't know if I went to that other side with this character yet. I don't know if there's actually anything over there, but yeah, so there's nothing over there. Here we go. Okay, and I guess that's the one that Patches was talking about. There's some items down here. Long-tailed cat talisman. I'm surprised he hasn't been aggroed yet. I think this talisman, yeah, grants immunity to fall damage, but does not prevent death from a high fall. Not necessarily the most useful talisman, because there's not really that many situations where you would really need to... The real purpose of this would be, like if there's a fall that you'll take damage. It won't kill you, but you'll take a little bit of damage. I guess that's really what this is for. Because obviously you can't prevent your death from if you're too, if it's too high of a fall. Lacrima features in the fables of a brooch depicting Lacrima, the long-tailed cat. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but features in the fables of Rhea Lucaria, in which she is described as a fairy cat who was fond of playing in the Great Bell Tower. Wait. In the fables of Rhea Lucaria, Great Bell Tower. So the Great Bell Tower and Rhea Lucaria. I kind of tried to figure out what they were talking about there, because it kind of seems to imply that there's a bell tower that has a fall that you can use the talisman for to not take damage or not die from the fall, so you can get to like some secret area or something. But no, I looked around on my main character trying to figure that out. And there was nothing. Okay. Just gonna try to grab as many of the items or whatever as I could before dying to that thing, but so the thing, Patches said that you gotta get grabbed up by the thing and die inside of it. Or at least that, he didn't say exactly that, but that's how it works. You get grabbed by the thing, and if you die from the damage it does to you, it'll transport you. Okay. So that is our goal. Yeah, because I could just get off here. Yeah, I feel like there's... Don't Patches lie though. Oh, have you done one? I've done what he said before. He does be lying. There are some items over here. Avianet soldier ashes. Okay. Those are those things. Gonna steal my FP. Oh, you know, I guess, yeah, technically these things could be considered puppets too, but they're more... I just drank. I just drank my FP flask. That's alright though. Yeah, and if I can get back on this lift. Yeah, this is the other option. You could just ride it all the way down. Yeah, I'm gonna just let it. Okay, now according to patches, this should take us. I mean, we all know it's not gonna take us to the foot of the actual foot of the Erd tree. There's no way, because basically, you know, that foot of the Erd tree, that's like where we need to go to become Elden Lord. No, look at where it takes us. Just probably the complete exact opposite. Volcano Manor. Erd tree is nowhere in sight. Okay, and it does look like I am gonna have to go back there to get my runes back, but I gotta be careful here. And of course, just as I say that, dang. I think when I come back, yeah, I think it'll just spawn me right back. Yeah, right back here. Yeah, so it's almost kind of like a trap, like the same. Can you jump over? No, that's not possible. You can't make that jump. Yep, and you definitely can't make that jump because you can see all these blood stains here. I was about to say. Yep, death. Yeah, he set us up. He's gonna answer for his crimes when we get back. See what he has to say for himself. Sending us here. And since I died, of course I lost my runes. I think I had like 13,000 runes on me, but that's not too bad. I can just get that back by farm out a little bit. Actually, surprisingly, the lava actually isn't too bad. Like, it doesn't. doesn't do too much, doesn't do that much damage, necessarily. One of those things that kind of surprised me, because first time I went here, I was like, oh, well, I want to land there, because if I land in the lava, I wouldn't be surprised if that just instantly kills you. But surprisingly, it doesn't. Stumbled upon that realization almost kind of by accident, because like I was like all, you know, real careful not to touch the lava at all. Then one time I accidentally touched the lava. I was like, oh, you know what? This isn't that bad. It's not that bad having molten lava on your feet, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna take these guys out with these things because I feel like they do a pretty decent amount of damage, so gonna be more careful. And like with most like trap chests, for example, they usually take you to an area that you most likely wouldn't be high enough level for. So you just kind of assume that the enemies are most likely either gonna one-shot you or just be able to kill you really quickly. But these guys don't seem too bad. There is not a secret passage ahead. Okay. Yeah, now those things can be dangerous. Those things, they like they try to ambush you and they grab you. They can do a lot of damage. Does Patches steal runes? No, he doesn't. I guess you could say he inadvertently could steal runes with that trap chest, and then here, if you end up dying being sent to these locations and, you know, not being able to get your runes back in time before you die again. Okay, so I touched that. Let me rest. Okay. What is the name of this subterranean inquisition chamber? Okay. Volcano Manor. Volcano Manor, that's actually where we have to go. That's the, I believe that's the manor, well, I'm pretty sure. That's the manor that if you remember that girl, Raya, the one who had her necklace stolen, we had to get it back to her. Invited us to join her group. That's where we're supposed to meet them. And there is actually an area down there, and as you can see, there's a couple items down there too. And there's that hole there that we could explore, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on that till later. Mainly because this is probably not an area you're supposed to be in. Let's go back and talk to Patches. Oh, I went to the wrong. That's alright. And talk to Blackguard again. Blackguard is the dude who stole that girl's necklace. Raya is her name. Yeah, RYA. Okay, he is still here.
Alright, mate. Want some more prawn, do you?
And he sells, yeah, the boiled prawn, which boosts physical damage negation for a time. Somewhat pretty useful item. This is one of those items that I said that I did use a decent amount. There is an upgraded version of this though that you can get later that has an even bigger effect. I don't know if I should. I'll buy a couple of them for now. Oh, you know what? Actually, while I'm over here, well, I'll do that after. Let's go talk to Patches. People just stealing stuff, yeah.
Well, fancy meeting you here. Hold on. Don't you say a word, my friend. I spoke no lie. Not a one. You are trapped inside a volcano, no mistake. But the Erd tree was right outside. You just had to spring yourself out. Well, I'm willing to admit, I could have been more clear. But I did not lie. And you're perfectly unscathed. All's well that ends well, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Cheers for that.
The meats. Yeah, still haven't quite used them yet. I actually need to temporarily boost immunity. Okay. Temporarily. Okay, so that's... Okay, I know where I can use these. Wait, what's... I mean, you got immunizing cured meat, and you got immunizing white cured meat. What's the... Lasts longer than the traditional cured meat, but with reduced effectiveness. Okay. Higher immunity helps to mitigate poison of various poisons, and scarlet rot. Yep, yep. Yeah, so these could be useful in like areas that have like where like the ground is poison, or if there's an enemy that inflicts poison or, you know, some of these status ailments. Exalted Flesh temporarily boosts physical attack. Okay, I could probably use that before some bosses. What is that? Temporarily boosts magic damage negation. I could have used this against Renala. Temporarily boosts fire damage negation. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to. Yeah, I'll use some stuff.
Forgot something on your shop. No trouble. Cheers for that.
You know what? I guess I could maybe. I'll just put that there for later. I guess I could maybe go back and try to go through that area. I guess what I mean is I could at least try. To go down here. Let me see. These things. Okay, that does a decent amount of damage, but not too much. Actually doing pretty good damage against these things as well. Okay, that leads that way. I should have jumped down there. Maybe I should fast travel back. It's just like a... This is just like another cave or dungeon that has a mini boss. At least I think it has a mini boss, if I remember correctly. Smithing stone 6, okay. That's another indication that you're in an area you're probably not supposed to necessarily be in. If you're finding like upgrade materials that are somewhat decent amount higher than what you normally find. So I think where I am in any of the lakes, I think the highest I was finding was smithing stone 4s. Oh! Well, that was not intentional. Budding cave moss. Okay, I'll take it. Secret passage. Of course, there's no secret passage. Okay, so here's... Okay, there's a boss. Is there no way I can get back up? I guess not. Okay, let me... Oh, and I've used these a couple times. When I run out of flasks, you can use one of these raw meat dumplings. Restores some, some HP, but also poisons you. So right after you use this, you gotta use a one of the boluses that, yeah, the one that cures poison. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make a couple of these. I need some more dragonfly heads. Don't have quite that many of those. I'll use one of these. Boost my attack power. Oh yeah, that's right. There's two of these things. Oh, and that did a ton of damage. Well, there's a few times where I'm not against using summons. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that was BS. Just cornered me so I couldn't push me up against the wall. Like, come on, man, that's not fair. They're not fighting fair. And it was gonna be 2-on-1. This boss doesn't seem too bad. I think that Exalted Flesh is probably helping out at least a decent bit. Although I might need to be careful. I don't actually... Okay, so there's actually not anything else up here. Okay. So I didn't miss anything. Yeah, can you actually craft? Okay, you can craft Exalted Flesh. Oh, but this requires... Okay. Okay. Yeah, it uses some decently hard to find materials. Yeah, I'm gonna use one of these. Help me take a little bit less damage. Oh, dang. This might kill me. Just barely survived that. Oh my. Oh shoot. Killed my... What are those things in there? I don't even know. Dang. Are you sick? I pressed the dash button. I know I pressed it. I don't know what happened. Yeah, death is in there. I think I can take him. They're not as strong as I thought they would be. Or as strong as I thought they were, rather. I didn't mean to jump directly into the... I can't see anything. There we go. Grab my runes while I can. What? What in the world? I did not see him. See that one, rather. That was close. There we go, one down. Two down. Inquisitors. Urandol. I can't remember what type of weapon. Oh, it's a spear. Okay. I forgot these torch poles were technically also spears. Causes blood loss, build up. Charge forth is the skill. Instrument of torture used on nobles behind the curtains at the volcano manor of Mount Gelmir. As numerous spikes pierce the flesh, then singe the wounds with flame. The smell of burnt blood induces despair in the victim. A candlestick conceived by a thorough mind. Huh. Yeah, that sounds pretty brutal. Okay, and that's where we came from. There's a site of grace here. Hey, Din real quick. Oh, okay. What'd you eat? Mount Gamma. Oh, so I guess you can technically. Oh, well, yeah, I guess he wasn't. Yeah, I guess he wasn't lying. Necessarily. Yeah, so I guess. Yeah, you can just jump down there. This will take you. Yeah, so this area I'm looking at forward here isn't quite Mount Gilmere. That's actually Altus Plateau, which leads to the Royal Capital, which is one of the overarching objectives. Yeah, there's a side of graves down there. I could go down there if I wanted to, but don't necessarily need to quite yet. Still got plenty of stuff to do beforehand, but I guess, yeah, so this side of grace will always be here. Can come back. So I guess that's also another way that you could get to that location. Yeah, we had talked to Blythe. Oh yeah, we needed to go to Caelid, right? Yeah, because we had found out from Selin about having to beat Radahn. And then Blythe told us about the festival. Leftover stir fry. Oh, yeah, that's right. Nah, he was capping. Yeah, so, one thing I will say, because it was quite a number of streams ago when we did that quest for Raya. The way she describes how we're supposed to join her order, or you know, the group that she's talking about at Volcano Manor, is to take the journey or whatever and reach the Altus Plateau, which is technically the next main area to go to after Leonie of the Lakes, up north here, because there's the Grand Lift of Dectus, but you need 2 halves of this medallion to actually activate the Grand Lift of Dectus and connect Leonie of the Lakes to the Altus Plateau, basically. We don't have the other half of the medallion. We have the first half, which we actually got from that fort, if you remember, that we had to recapture for that height guy or whatever. I know what the second half is, but we're not going to worry about that right now. I could actually go and grab it, just like straight, just take Torrent and ride and grab it. But if it was your first playthrough, of course, you probably would take the other way that Raya mentioned. There's another path down below this, where the it's down below where the lift is. You can kind of see here. This is actually where it is. It's a sign of a cave there. You can take that and also take you up to out this plateau. So that's the two main methods. But I guess there really actually is three if you consider the secret in the academy that Patches told us about. We're gonna be taking the other path, though. That'll probably be by the main introduction I'll take to reaching out this plateau. But before we do that, gonna go and venture into Caelid and see about taking down Radahn. There's one other area that I could go. That's down into this well over here. Yeah. Which I think I might do. So I think it'd be good for might be best to do it sooner with the level that I'm at currently. Because of the level of enemies that are in that. It's the main thing. But where is D at? Let me check on Roger as well. Oh shoot, he's asleep. It's not good. Oh, you know what? I never did talk to Fia about and tell her that I gave the dagger to... Where is she at? Wait a minute, this door before was closed. What in the world? Oh, is that D? Is that Fia? What in the world? She killed him.
Finally, it is returned to its rightful place. The stolen Hallowbrand of the exalted noble. And now, I must bid you goodbye as well. Though I ask you deliver this message to the Round Table Hold. I am Fia, deathbed companion, hark Round Table. Disturb not the death of Godwyn, the exalted. We who humbly live in death, live in waiting, to one day welcome our Lord. What right does anyone have to object? Our Lord will rise, the Lord of the many and the meek.
Huh. Dang. D is dead. She's a traitor. Dang. Yeah, so those, your initial hunch or, impressions of, Fia were you were, in the right. They were correct, I should say. She mentioned Godwin the Golden. I mean, did he have it coming? Maybe. I'm not entirely certain. I guess what we've been able to talk to with Roger, because Dee believed that those who live in death, you know, just their mere existence violates the Golden Order, or, you know, violates the sanctity of the world or whatever. So he could be, you know, dead set in his ways or whatever. So maybe he had it coming. I guess, in my understanding of it, it's basically like Fia has allied herself with those who live in death. And somehow this Godwin the Golden, who was the first demigod that was slain, the one that was assassinated during the Night of the Black Knives. The Night of the Black Knives that has been heavy under a lot of, you know, heavily involved with the quest with Roger that we've been, you know, dealing with. Somehow, she just mentioned that not to disturb her and Godwin, so I don't know what that's all about. Guess we're gonna have to see about all of that. I do really know what it's all about, but I'm just, you know, just saying for... But, can I go to talk to Gideon about what just happened?
To the Altus Plateau, at the foot of the Erd Tree. The Two Fingers will deny your passage no longer. You may be our best hope.
Yeah, I don't think you can. Let me rest. Of course she was sus, yeah. I'm gonna use that as a username. Starcraver is aligned with those who live in death. So I just rested. Let me, okay, so you really can't talk to Roger, it looks like. It looks like he might be on his way out. I was hoping we could save him this time. That's what pretty much happened my first playthrough. Let me see.
In this ash, it reminds me.
Nothing we can do with her. Okay.
Greetings. Are you here for...
Okay. there's because like I was talking about OD, we did with pursuing Roger's quest, kind of learned that Roger thinks that those who live in death is like he believes they have a right to exist. He was basically looking for, like he said, still looking for this holobrand that, or whatever this, whatever it was that Ronnie used, that mark or whatever that she marked her body with, to help those who live in death. So, yeah, it's a little bit. There's some lot of stuff going on, but let me see. Yeah, I'm just so. Let me see. So I think next. Yeah, I might do, like I said, might go back and explore this well area that's down there. Don't necessarily need to necessarily, but it's an opportunity to get some runes for sure. There are a couple decent items, well, helpful items down there as well. And then can make my way over to Caelid, probably. I think is what could do next. I don't think there's anything else that I could do in Liurnia. I think for the most part we've done most of Liurnia. Only thing is the well. Oh, actually, there is one other thing. And I should probably do that first, actually. If you remember, wait a minute. Did I talk to White Masvari? There's the quest for White Masvari. Gotta do that. That'll probably what I'll do next, because remember he gave us those 3. Well, I think he gave you 5 of those fingers. So ominous, one other thing. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll just fast travel here and then wait a minute, because I'm actually not quite sure. If you remember, the whole thing with this is, like, if you remember, he gave us those. Am I going the right way? Yeah. White Masvari, the one who tells you back in Limgrave to seek the Elden Ring and go towards Stormville Castle. You come here to this church or whatever, and then he talks to you. He asks you if you met the 2 fingers and asks you if things didn't quite seem right. And if you tell him, yeah, things didn't quite seem right, he like agrees with you or whatever and tells you some stuff. I can't remember off the top of my head what he said, what all he says, but he gives you these fingers or whatever. And that's the item that you use to invade other players. Can't remember. I think I only invaded once, didn't I? If you invade 3 times, it lets you continue his quest. So that's what I'll do next.
Be sure to try that finger I gave you. I'm quite certain that you'll take to it.
Yeah, okay. So I just got to do that. I think 2 more times. I don't think I invaded any other times in that one time. But yeah, I'll do that. Continue on his quest. It's also kind of good because this opens up a place where you can farm runes. A really good place to farm runes. So I'll do that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here though. Just wanted to go over, like, what, some things to expect next time. So I'll do that quest. It's gonna lead me up to, because we're gonna have to explore a bit up here, a tiny bit. But yeah. Yeah, but let me end the stream. I'm probably gonna get some dinner for myself, actually, as well. But yeah, just wanted to stream, make some progress. I will go ahead and get myself something. Well, I don't know. I might eat right. I don't know. I might wait to eat, but I don't know. We'll see. What you having? Actually, I'm not quite sure. My pops might be cooking. I don't know what, or he might not. Not entirely certain what's going on actually, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, so I guess we'll figure that out. But as always, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you guys next time. Yep. Hope you enjoy. I will.